Shlishi was there were three benefits in Olam Haza things, right? Kniya, and three in Olam Haba. And the third one over here in Olam Haza is that you find more favor in people's eyes, right?
They like you.
You're a friendly guy. People like you like them. You don't have a problem. You know what? When you're arrogant, you think everything has to be your way and you know best. And when you're humble and you're nichna, you're open to hear other people's ideas. Right? It's easy to hear them out. And usually other people have good ideas also, because you gotta be open to hear them. So you're a much more pleasant person. Okay, he would always walk quickly. He would walk quickly, not pompous like the other kings that they want to show how great they are. Yes, why do you do that? But it's not fitting behavior for a king. Who on a ratius, number one, because it looks less arrogant. Number two, if you walk quickly, you get things done more. I get there quicker, I could do things quicker. Okay, this is where you got up to. With what was the thing that made you merited to be an Odin for your whole generation? Everyone looked up to him and accepted what you had to say. I never met anyone who I felt was that I felt I was greater than him. And it says in Bagashi ben Adam Yosef Chacham. If I met someone who was wiser than me, Amati believe I said, Mastamu Gam, Yosham Yosef Mimeni's most are also greater Yerushalayim. That would indicate that he must be a bigger Yerushalayim. If I met someone who, in fact, was actively less wise than me, true, but they won't hold him in the Yom Hadin as responsible as they'll hold me. I know more, so I'm mazed. He doesn't know, so he's a shaygig. So I'm not better than him. Sometimes knowing too much is a minus. If I met someone older than me, he must have more merits because he had more time to do mitzvahs. If I met someone younger than me, he had less time to do averis, so he's better than me. I met someone my age, as wise as I am, so then I looked for another mabat, another corner, another way of looking at another angle. Right? If he was richer than me, being that he has the means, Mastam Ola Biyada Lavid Sabar, opportunity to serve Hashem, Velosis Zaka, Velosis Chesed Lanim Yasemi Many. He had the means. He did more tzedakah, more chesed. If he was poorer than me, being poor brings a humility that I don't have because I have more than him. And if he's humbler than me, then he's to madrega also. But let's say it was all equal, same chacham, same age, same wealth. I said, how do you know? Inside, the thoughts. His thoughts are purer than mine, they're closer to Hashem. I know what I know my averos. And why should I assume that by him? I can assume by him that he doesn't have those. It's over in any makir, I don't know what's past. Turkish he says, using these means, I'm always looking at the other, finding something about the other that makes him better or could make him better. Talmud kibadi is cool to respect everybody. And I was able to humble myself in front of them. And that's, he's telling us this is how you do it. There's three things here why it's a Tamaila. So how do I go about doing it? So you have to train yourself. You can train yourself to see a person's weaknesses that you don't have to train yourself so much. That comes natural. You can train yourself to see a person's miles. And sometimes you have to say a shear. Right? He says you have to say a shear. But so you say this year, he's younger than me, he did less of errors. How much could you do in 50 years? I'm 60 years, He's older than me, he has moments. You say a shear, you train yourself.
He doesn't know anything, but he does the shogeg.
He's a shogeg, I'm amazing. I'm smarter than him, so I'm amazing. He's a shogeg, he doesn't know. You find ways. And once you could do that, and it becomes sort of even a second nature, then you're gonna take a look at people as being better than you. And then it's easy to be humble. Always look for the positive of the person. This is a little bit different than we usually. Usually you see an action, so it's just to interpret it in a positive way. He's saying, judge the person, because always find the person why he's better, why he's good. I'm a Kabbal's called them to say upon him your face. Greet everybody with such a say upon him your face. However you translate that. Mo'oid might have a shvaruach, be very humble. The person should be soft like a kana that bends, right? A kosher keres. Don't be unbending like a tree. The reason why the kana was zeicha to become the pen to write Sifrei Kodesh, looked by Sefer Torah because it's rach kana. How each okay. That's the benefits in Olam Haba. What are the three benefits for Olam Haba? Chniya. Te'elis achas. One benefit is sha'anav mesugel yosel hasigas achach. If you're humble, you're able to attain wisdom more. If you're an anav, you're drawn to chachamim, and you humble yourself. And you go to them. One who goes to the wise will become wise. Someone who's not muchna, someone who's arrogant, he doesn't feel a need to go learn from anybody. Right? He's not attracted to go to anybody because he always knows better. Why should he go hear another person's opinion? But if someone is as a chaba, it's a key to want to go, to learn more. Your home should be a place where chachamim gather, and sit at their feet. And drink thirstily, whatever, their words. Not only that, Hu has a siyata d'shmaya to attain wisdom. Hashem teaches the Anovim Darkei. So an Anav, the first benefit is that you'll have more whatever chachma Torah here. Aval gvah halev, someone who's arrogant and yochav hasigas chachma bri, he can't even get chachma clearly. He doesn't have a strong, clear foundation. Because his arrogancy doesn't allow him. How can I go to them? Me? I'm going to go to them? Right? To go to those who know Torah and they're going to teach me? Oh, so therefore you're setting yourself up for really not knowing. He doesn't go, doesn't darshan. That's Pelis number one. Pelis Hashriyahi. The honor the Kanis HaMitzvah Chavitzis was used. The honor is quick to fulfill mitzvah. I don't know what the word charitzas actually means, other than zrizus. But most it means basically the same thing.
Enthusiastic.
Enthusiastic. Okay.
Enthusiastic.
He's not arrogant that he's fulfilling them. He's not mezalzel in any mitzvahs. Even a small mitzvah. Again, if you're a Baal Gaiva, well, he's going to say it, but I assume a Baal Gaiva says, that's up to me. And I'm only involved, in big mitzvahs, big things, big things, small things I don't do. So you miss out. You miss out on a whole. Because he's a Baal Gaiva, we already said that Baal Gaivas carry themselves with a certain heaviness, a certain, you can call it dignity, but so ukvedes machos room levov in a markishu omer leredes medulasoi achu neufel venase shofel, and he doesn't realize. This is, I don't know where this is coming from. He says he doesn't realize that he's sort of setting himself up to fall. Well, it's too late until he fell and he became a shofel. Emor lamelech v'lagvira hashpilu. Lower yourselves. Shevu. Ki yored me rashoy seichem ateres tefartchem. On the bottom, he explains it with the Ramban. Ki hishpilu. Is that here? No. It's not here. Sorry. Ki yored me rashoy seichem ateres tefartchem, because the crown is off. The first one is Einayim Brahmas Gaiva. Not clear how this paragraph is a follow through of Hatoras Hasheni.
Atzlus. If you're a Baal Gaiva, you're not so. You're not doing this reasons.
Yeah, so that first line was good. That's the opposite. That's the mirror of Sha'on of Memar, the kindness of mitzvah b'charitzos of his reasons. But then he brings another concept that a Baal Gaiva setting himself up to fall. Where did that come from? In English, we say the bigger you are, the harder you fall. But doesn't it say that the bigger you are, you're going to fall. Just when you fall harder. Oh, Rabbi Yisachar, shalom aleichem.
Shalom uvracha.
So I'm not sure what the haLevavos is trying to say here with this. We're learning three benefits Hachma has for Olam Haba ideas. And number two was that someone who's humble is an onav, is quick to do mitzvahs, and he's not miskayet that he's doing them, right? And he's not mezalzel on any mitzvah. While a geya was saying, Mekayim is a mitzvah ba'atzlos, he does mitzvahs slowly, with kvedus. And then he says, yeah, it's not so where he doesn't feel that he's going to be falling until too late. And he brings psukim. Look, the second part of Sheish Hashem, Heinous Son Hashem, I assume it's saying if Hashem hates it, he's going to pull him down. But again, where did that fit into this thought? I don't get it. Okay, those good actions, those mitzvahs that an onav does, is ritzui. Hashem desires them; they're acceptable. The korban that Hashem wants, the zevach, is a ruach mishpora. When he does tshuva, He's forgiven easily, quickly. Commissionemar umaytava oizev yerucham. V'nema ki hishpilu v'atomer geva v'shach einayim yeshia ki hishpilu. On the bottom, ki Hashem hushpulu leinecha. V'atomer achav atzimcha tachlit geya. Ki gavosam hishpilu oisam v'chi v'shach einayim. Shach einayim, someone who looks down, is humble. Yeshia Hashem. So that's the third. He doesn't say the opposite over here. He doesn't give the flip side. So someone who does, who's an onav, so his actions are more rotzu. Certainly, based on what he said before, Sheish Heina Sonei Hashem, a double vision is Einayim Ramay. So certainly, it's not merutza and not makubal. Hashem hates is a sinner for people who are balgaivis. Their actions are not going to be rotzu, right? That's how I say, "Ein anivahu yochel lodur," right? We can't live together. The Balgaiva and HaKadosh Baruch. So the tailus of Hachna is that your actions are more acceptable. Okay, and now he's summing up. He's summing up the shar. These 10 yisoidis of Achna that we explained in these 10 prakim. It's explained, it'll be clear to you, my brother. Shar hamala shal hamida chashuva nala varoma azois. All the other benefits of this tremendous midah. So he's got the that I didn't mention. Remember this my love hafna that I've encouraged you. Simo oisa mule necha, kita in front of you. V'chasher ben tamid, constantly think about them. Work to acquire them. Attach them to your nefesh, to your midas, to become part of you. Be an onav. V'yispalo ikim shiazacha lagel. And daven for siyata d'shmaya. Every midah, every kinyan, you need siyata d'shmaya. Uvakesho isam mimenu k'dei shetikra ve'lov v'tiyah l'rotzen l'fonav. I said that. Uvakesho isam mimenu and ask Hashem for having these midas k'dei shetikra ve'lov, so you'll be close to him v'tiyah l'rotzen l'fonav. Ula yekabas tfilos, perhaps he'll accept your tefillah v'yechavin oispa aleihen, and he'll guide you to this. And he'll show you the road. He'll give you siyata d'shmaya to bring you there. As the Hasidim daven at the end of Shemona Esrei, which we say Elokai, Netzor l'shoini meira, Usvasai medabrim, Kalalai nafshi sidim, which is humility. Even those who curse me, I should quiet. Nafshi kofal akol tiyah. You see how powerful of a midah this is when you think about the fact that this is what Chazal were metaket was. How you so accepted to say after Shemona Esrei, there's a, like the Gemara where all those things come from is there's a blonde and a hair for something. There's lots of, he used to be mispalo, he used to be mispalo. When we see what became a couple to be mispalo, we see how great of a midah it is. But you see also that you have to be mispalo for it. It's not enough to work on it. You have to be mispalo, to ask Hashem, right? That he should help me do these things. He told me, hooray, libcha. Be careful from the thoughts in your heart. When the Yetzer tries to seduce you, it's you see it constantly. You see it constantly. You do a good Maisa right away. At least me. You do a good Maisa. The next thought is how special I am, how great I am. And the next thing is, and he isn't. I did it and he didn't. This is like, at least by me, this is the way my brain works. Right? The Yetzer Hara is right there to trap you. So he says, he saw me. Watch yourself for that. You have to counteract that. No, it's not true. His story was running. You always want, again, I'm not you, excuse me for that word, me. I always want to be the one making decisions, the one in charge, the one I don't think I'm unusual, but this is what happens. His haLevavos, it's all expressions of being the big man. His status of be famous. People should know me. They should respect me.
Acknowledge me.
Acknowledge me. But more than acknowledge just means like, I should be noticed. But he's saying more. Right? You know that guy? He's that guy. He's the guy who did this. He's the guy who did that. He's so Shlomo Melech and Mishlei, what's the middle ground? Rosh, Reish, Rosh, Reish. V'oishal titenli, hatrifeni lechem chuki. Give me just what I need. Don't give me riches. And espa, because I'm afraid if I have a lot, v'kichashti, you'll bring me to deny Hashem. V'amati mi Hashem. Upeni voresh, and perhaps I'll be too poor. We're gonna have to, bring me to steal. So give me hatrifeni lechem chuki. Give me what I need, just what I need. I don't want too much, and I don't want too little. We do see that too much is more dangerous than too little. I think it's worse to be v'kichashti than to be ganafti. Steal, right? Because you don't have. But kichashti means you carry for baker. You say mi Hashem, right? Power. My brothers, wake up out the sun. So we got to take this to heart. We got to take this to heart when these thoughts come to you. That it's better the other way. You're making a mistake. It's the old oilam hafuch crazy. I think that being the big man, being the famous person, and being the person who's doing and all that stuff, that's what I want to be. And we're seeing that's the opposite. It's the person who's humble, who's not making waves. He's not. Is really the one who made it. My brother, wake up. Don't look away from healing the disease of gaiva minafshecha. You have to heal yourself. Using these medicines, this is what we've been discussing. Use these tools. Don't say, well, nobody's doing this. This is not what people are involved with. So not me also, right? Don't hold back. That you see the Hamonam, the people out there are not dealing with this sugya. I'm humble. I should be smarter than them. They're not doing it. Why should it could come the boomerang. Use hachlat in the wrong place. Here you don't use hachlat. Mashiyukelhem, yukagamli, and whatever happens to them will happen to me. Thomas Nafshem Polishim, Shahari Iyyar. He says, because don't say it, because a blind person, Kashim is Damasai, true for his Ma'ilis. Shuyachal is Shapavem, Shumistamashram, when he has an opportunity to use certain medicines that will heal him. It would be not the right thing to be lazy and not do it. Whatever happens to the other blind people, I'm in good company. You wouldn't think that. You have an opportunity not to be blind, grab it. The same thing here. So there's a lot of blind people around. They don't know that they have to work on this. They don't realize how it's a disease, guy. So don't say so. They're okay. It's for them. It's not okay for me. No. And if you would hear, if you would hear a blind person saying, I'm not going to take the medicine because I'm just as good as everyone else who's blind, you make fun of him. And you say, what a stupid thing to say. You consider him something that has to be locked up. Therefore, therefore, worry for your nefesh, worry about it, and do for it with all your strength. Go for it. Don't be lazy to do things that are going to be a benefit for this world and for the next world. Because you might die without reaching your yeshivas. Lahasik samaris haTorah shebechot lahasik to reach those miles haTorahs that you could reach. Mishom Shlomo HaMelech haChocham Tavas Otzel Timisenu. The tava of the Otzel is going to kill him. There's a taiva of laziness. But then I'll stay ish Otzel avarti. I walked by a field of a lazy person. A kerem adam chasar leiv. V'nei olav kulikim shein. It's full of thorns and kosi panav charulim v'geda panav narosa and the walls falling in. V'echsa noichi. And I saw this Oshis Levi. I took it to heart. V'isi v'lakachti musa. Olakim b'rachama v'chasodav yilami the son of Oischa es derech avidos hayomein. All right, Sharach Niyah. The next thing is Shara Tshuva. So, Mitzvah Hashem, I do have the Matnas Kelker, thanks to Reb Simcha, on Shar HaTshuva. So we'll try to refer to it there also. All right?
All right. See everybody tomorrow.
Very good. Shayach everybody.
I have to you. Bye-bye.
Kol tov.